Inside this hive, over 60,000 bees run a fully functioning city, with a leader, workers, architects, and even soldiers. Here's exactly how it works. At the center of it all is the queen, the only fertile female in the entire colony, easily twice the size of a worker bee. She can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day, more than her own body weight, each one placed precisely into a hexagonal wax cell. What decides who becomes the next queen? Diet. Larvae fed exclusively royal jelly develop into queens. Everyone else becomes a worker. But the queen doesn't run the city alone. That job falls to her tens of thousands of daughters. A worker bee's first job, from day one, is nursing, feeding and caring for thousands of developing larvae. Next, they become builders, secreting wax from glands in their abdomen and shaping it into perfectly efficient hexagonal cells. Around day 18, some become guards, standing at the entrance, checking the scent of every bee that tries to enter, and blocking intruders. Finally, in the last stage of life, they become foragers, flying up to 5 miles from the hive to collect nectar and pollen. But finding flowers is only half the job. She also has to tell the entire hive exactly where to find them. Back inside, she performs the famous waggle dance. This is a figure-8 movement that encodes both distance and direction to the flowers, relative to the sun. The angle of her dance relative to vertical shows the direction to fly relative to the sun. The longer she waggles, the farther away the flowers are. Once they return with nectar, the real transformation begins, turning flower nectar into the honey we know. Nectar is passed mouth to mouth between bees, where enzymes slowly break down complex sugars into simpler ones. The nectar is then spread across open cells, where bees fan their wings rapidly to evaporate excess water, from about 80% moisture down to just 18%. Once it's thick enough to be true honey, bees seal the cell with a thin wax cap, preserving it for months, sometimes years. When a threat like a wasp approaches, guard bees release an alarm pheromone, instantly recruiting nearby bees into a defensive cluster. The hive even regulates its own temperature. Bees fan the entrance to cool it in summer and cluster tightly, vibrating their muscles, keeping the hive near 95 degrees year-round. Just an insect nest. It's one of nature's sophisticated cities. Follow for more deep dives into the natural world.